Today we're going to be talking about vertical shifts of functions. Some of it you've already seen, some of it you haven't seen before, okay? So when a constant, this is fill in the blank at the top of your notes, when a constant is added or subtracted to the end of the function, it shifts it vertically. Does anybody know what I mean by constant? Yes, in this case, a constant is just a number, like a plain old number. So when a number is added or subtracted to the end of a function, it shifts it vertically. What direction is vertically? Up and down, okay, up and down. So, helpful hints, focus on the y-intercept. That's what we're going to be looking at today, pretty much the y-intercepts, because we're shifting it up and down, and the y-axis goes up and down, okay? All right, anybody need more time to write? All right, here we go. So, number one, you have f of x is 5x plus 7, and you have g of x is 5x minus 9. All right, and they're telling you that g of x has had a k added to it. What is the value of k? All right, so don't make this, it looks complicated, but it's not. This is your old one. Write that, please. This is your old one, and this is your new one. Okay, so this is your old one, and that's your new one. All right, and you're focusing on the y-intercept. So what was the y-intercept on the old one? 7. So let's circle the 7. Circle the 7, please. What was your y-intercept on the new one? Very good, -9. Okay, this is the only part that you're going to have to concentrate on to go from 7 to -9 on a number line. How do you have to go? Starting at 7 all the way to -9. So what is 7 to 0? 7. And then 0 to -9? 9. So you got to add those together. So from 7 to 0 is 7. 0 to -9 is 9. So how many are you going total? 16. Okay? And be careful here. You went from +7 to -9. So did you go down 16 or up 16? Down. So it's going to be -16. Graph. Yep. Okay. Number 2, h of x equals 2, 5 to the x minus 1 was transformed into b of x equals 2, parentheses 5 to the x plus 3, where b of x equals h of x plus k. What is the value of k? All right. So which one's my old one? Okay, good. So let's label that. It's my old one. And then this is my new one. All right, and then this is something you're going to have to remember from a long time ago. Does anybody remember what the y-intercept is on this one? Nope. All right, your y-intercept was 2, but you have to put it together with this one. So what's 2 minus 1? All right, so the old y-intercept is 1, okay? The old y-intercept is 1. All right, what about on the new one? 5. Where are you getting 5 from? Good. You have to put the 2 and 3 together. Guys, eyes up here. So the new one is at 5, okay? All right, let me call on somebody. Gracie, how do I go from 1 to 5? Okay, that's your Warren and Joey and your Warren and Daniel. From 1 to 5, Gracie, how many do you go up? 4. And so from 1 to 5, do you add 4 or subtract 4? Add, so it's positive. Okay, so it's positive. No. So, Ethan H., that's a great question. When you see this K problem on the exam, it's always the y-intercepts. Okay? It's a good question. But it's not asking for that. What is it asking for? The K. Okay? It's not asking for h of x. Okay? All right. Number 3, f of x and g of x are related, such as g of x equals f of x plus k. What is the value of k? Andrea, what's your old one? Very good. This is your old one. Haley, what's your new one? -5. Oops. New. And Chuck, how do you go from +3 to -5? How many is it to 0? From here to here? 3. What about from 0 to -5? So how many is it total? 8. To go from +3 to -8, do you go down or up, Chuck? Down. Oh, I meant to say -5. Okay. All right. Here's your next one, number 4. Number 4. All right. This one, you have to be careful on figuring out which one's the old one and which one's the new one. All right. The new one has the K with it. The new one has the K with it. So this is the new one because you're adding K to it. And this is the old one. Okay, so the new one has the K in it on the graph. All right, so Jesse, what is the old y-intercept? Good, +1. And Chad, what's the new y-intercept? Yep. So guys, on this one, they're not counting blocks. You have to go by what the number says. So this one's at 1. And that one's at 2. It says it on there. Okay? And Ethan G., how do you go from the old to the new? +1 or -1? Positive. So that's your final answer. K is 1. K is 1. Old to the new. Daniel, read number 5 for us. Okay, so does anyone know which one's the old one, the F or the G? F, very good. F is the old one because G is the one they added K to. So G is the new one, okay? So the old one is the F one and the new one is the G one, okay? Ethan H., what's the old y-intercept? 1, very good. Daniel, where's the new y-intercept at? -2. Good. And Haley, how do you go from the old to the new? Minus what? So how many blocks are there? 3. Okay. -3 is your final answer. Okay. All right. Number 6, Ethan H., which one's the old one, F or f of x plus k? So, Jesse, what is the old y-intercept? It's the inner U. 3. Okay. Not that one. That one's quadratic, remember? Chad, what about the new one? 0. All right, Jacob King, how do you go from 3 to 0? How many's in between them? 3. And guys, from 3 to 0, do you go down 3 or up 3? Look, you're going from 3. You're going from 3 to 0. Do you count down or count up? You're going to count down. So it's -3. Okay. All right, flip it over. Number 7. Chuck, read it for us. Good. What is the value of k? So Gracie, what do we have to do when we see something like this? 6 to the x. Very good, Gracie. You got to put a 1 in front. Everybody do that on your paper. Put parentheses and then put a 1 in front. So Ethan G, what is the old one at? So this is the old one. So you put a point at 1. That's the old one. I know. Look up here then. And Andrea, where's the new one at? And Joey, how do you go from 1 to 5? Very good. So it's a positive 4. So sorry, let me not put the plus at all because you would just type in a plain old 4 on the exam. You wouldn't put a plus with it. You just type in 4. Okay? All right, number 8. The function w of x equals x minus 1 was replaced with w of x plus k, resulting in the function graph below. What is the value of k? Jesse, what's the old y-intercept? What kind of one is that? Ethan H, that's your second minute. What, Jesse? I'm almost done. Give me a couple more minutes. -1. That's your old one. Up here at -1. And Ethan H, where's your new one at? Okay. Gracie, how do you go from the old to the new? How many blocks? 2 blocks. +2. Okay. All right, and last one, I think, is it? Yeah. All right, number 9. The function h of x equals 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 was replaced with h of x plus k, resulting in the function graph below. What is the value of k? Andrew, what's my old one? Very good. And Chuck, what's my old one? I mean my new one. Where is it on the picture? Very good. Okay, so that's -2 and that's +2. And Dylan, how do you go from the old to the new? Yep, how many? From the old to the new, did you go up or down? -4. Okay. All right, anybody need more time to write? All right, you got to get your OYOs done.